Why does anybody still want to live in Toronto? Just like everywhere, like there's pockets, right? You got your good parts, you got your bad parts, and you think like if you just stay in the good parts, you're all right. And of course, don't people gonna be in the comments, well, anything can happen anywhere, obviously, right? But you would think to yourself that if I'm not involved and I just stay to myself, I'm good. No, that's just not the case anymore, bro. There was a guy who went on and this is not a one-time occurrence. This is just the most recent. There was a guy who was on the subway. He just had his phone. He was headed home. I believe it was like Dundas, maybe Dundas West. And somebody ran by, yanked his phone. He chased him down, and the man lumped him up. He gave him like 20 punches to the face. Like, this is just a guy on his way home. He's not involved.
Yeah.
He's not in. Like, why? I just wanted to give a couple other examples of why, Toronto might not be the best place. Father's Day, we were just talking about that. Happy Father's Day to all the actual fathers out there. But this is how Toronto decided to celebrate. One dead, seven others injured in four separate shootings in Toronto on Sunday. Four separate shootings, right? I'll put the link in the description box, but I don't want to report on it. Like, we're not the news here. You know what I mean? If you want the details, you can go get the details. But that's what happened. You know,
How
um,
many of those involve baby mamas?
hmm, well, again, link is in the description box.
Man,
How about high rent? Is that another good reason not to live in Toronto? I think high rent. You guys can see there's a picture on your screen there, and it looks like, and again, hey, I'm not renting, I'm not in Toronto, but it says here from a bachelor apartment, you're looking at 1,225 all the way to even a 5-bedroom townhouse, $2,992, and I feel like that is
low.
low,
Because
right?
I've seen prices higher than that for houses.
2020, let's talk about this is just 2020, it's not even up to date. Shootings 277, stabbings 234, beatings 129, strangulation 33, fire, burns, and or suffocation 9, other methods used 28, other methods, okay,
Other
and
methods.
methods used unknown. So just some Da Vinci type shit, unknown 33. Right, you guys can see the stats there. Also, look, Toronto's got beautiful women, all over the entire city. Like, basically, it's walking the streets of like Toronto is like basically walking the globe. But when your women sound like this,
In Toronto, we literally have balling up rules. If the spliff is Aita, don't even pass it to me. If we link to ball up and you don't even have your own, like, I'm not passing my thing to you still. Please, if you put a filter on your splizzy or your blizzy, no, don't even pass that shit to me. And everyone knows, like, if you don't really like the person, you better have your own full splizzy, because we're not sharing. If your grabba smells funny, and we all know that one person who swears they have the best grabba and then it smells like crazy bad, like you just know it's not hot, I'm not smoking it. Leave in the comments what other rules about balling up y'all have.
your women sound like Biz Loke, okay, that's not appealing. And obviously, not all the women sound like that, but this is the thing. A lot of them do,
Right.
or at least a fair percentage. Again, I come back to why you got the high rent, you got the, hey, I'm just on my way home, I'm getting robbed and lumped up, or worse, and you got women sounding like Biz Loke. Why am I living in Toronto?
You provide a solid case there, sir. I commend you on all the things that you brought forward there, the backup there, because I didn't know some of those facts. I knew a lot of them. I live here, the rent thing I definitely know about, but I didn't know about all that other stuff. That's crazy. Why do I live in Toronto? Listen, you said it at the end there. It's one of those places where they say if you can make it in New York, you can make it anywhere. Well, New York has some kind of biases, some things that I'm not really agreeing with. Toronto is one of those places where we have the diversity and the opportunity as well, right? The same opportunities that you can get in the US, there's very few places in Canada that provide those opportunities. And that's even for people who are major TV or film actors. We have major opportunities over here. You know, if it's music, some of the biggest artists in the world come from the city or the surrounding area. You know what I mean? So we have opportunities here. And I think that's why a lot of people believe that this is the place to go. And if it's one of those places that if you want to avoid what's going on in multiple states in the US, you know, if you want to avoid what's going on in places in Europe right now, if you want to avoid those things, this is one of those places you can come and live. You know, you just have to sacrifice a little bit of money.
Bro, you said there, all you're talking about is when you talk about opportunities, you're talking about if you want to be in entertainment, first of all.
No, but I mean, in I mean, not just entertainment. We have one of the best universities in the world that was ranked one of the best universities in the world as well. You know, we have the top engineering programs over here as well. We have a lot of other opportunities for people. But what I'm saying is, if you're looking to be the upper echelon, trying to be at the top of your game, we have everything here. That's why people, I think, come to Toronto area specifically.
There are a lot of people in Toronto that whatever you do in Toronto, you can do the. And by the way, Toronto's not the worst. I'm just shitting on it right now. And by the way, I love Toronto. I do, but I'm just shitting on it right now. I'm allowed to shit on things I love. You understand what I'm saying? I love my mom. I give her the business sometimes. I love my mom.
Right.
Okay.
Love your toilet.
Love my toilet. Gets the business all the time. Look, things that you can do in Toronto, you can do that in Vancouver. You can do that in Montreal. I have two friends of mine that act all the time. You know where they get the most of their work? You guessed it, Vancouver.
Yeah.
You mean to tell me that, what do you think these big name artists that you're talking about, oh, you come to Toronto? They don't even live here anymore. They're gone.
Man from Toronto. Man from Toronto. There's a
Anyways.
movie coming out. I mean, they say the way they say Toronto, which is very weird, but that doesn't matter. There's a movie about here. It's not about man from Vancouver.
Listen, I really want to know what is the appeal, what is the attraction. I don't see anything wrong with going to Toronto. Toronto, again, is a beautiful city, rich with culture. Like I said, walk Toronto streets. You're basically walking the globe. Women, food, culture, fashion, comedy, music, everything. I'm just saying the bullshit. That's all I'm saying. The bullshit.
I mean, hurricanes, tornadoes, earthquakes. There's things a lot worse that I wouldn't want to deal with. Alligators, eagles.
You're not serious.
red ants.
Viewing public, honestly,
Possums.
what are your thoughts on
Loose
this?
coyotes.
And also, do you follow or do you have your own
rabbits?
Ball up rules? What if you were gonna go smoke with a girl and she's like,
wild bison?
Yo, you're not following the ball up rules.
And you know what else? You know what else? You know what else? Really, really, really deep wave pools. Those scare me, like the really, really deep ones. And like they have some of the deepest wave pools in the States. It's scary, like 100 feet. Like, why is that even necessary? Die.